smaller to larger, and some are review of larger to smaller. So real quick before we start this, what's different between converting from smaller to larger and larger to smaller? What are you doing?
Larger to smaller is times.
Multiply? By?
Whatever the number is.
Okay.
And then bigger to small, smaller to bigger is dividing.
You divide. Okay, so larger to smaller, you are making it greater. And then smaller to larger, you're making it smaller. Okay. Sounds good. Let's do number 1.
I don't do it that way.
Is that centigrams? How many grams equals 45 centigrams?
It's 100. It's dividing this time.
Okay.
So we do this.
Because what? Grams are smaller than centigrams?
Because centigrams you go this way. And that means it's bigger.
Oh, grams are bigger than centigrams.
Then you count the zeros, and then that's how many. If you have 2 zeros, that means you skip over 2 places.
Okay.
That means you like that. Yep.
So a centigram is 100, gram is 1, so you're dividing 45 by 100, so you're moving the decimal how many places?
2 places.
2 places. Good. All right, let's go to number 2. Okay, so I have just a quick question for you. If millimeters technically is 1,000, why did you only put 10?
Because centimeters and millimeters are beside each other.
Okay, so millimeters are how many more greater than a centimeter? You wrote the answer already.
60.
They're only 10. They're only 10 greater, so you don't have to write 1,000.
Yeah.
You would write 1,000 if you were changing from units. Okay, makes sense. So you move the decimal how many places?
1.
1 place, and that makes it 60. Are we changing from greater, smaller, or larger?
Smaller or larger.
Alright. Alright, so milligrams, centigrams are only 10 places apart. We already discussed that, alright? But this time we're changing from...
Centigrams to milligrams.
Okay.
So that's larger.
So it's the opposite. Yeah. So you're moving the decimal to the right. Which you did. Alright, good.
What's time?
10 centigrams equals...
100. No, 100
Oh,
milligrams.
make sure you label that correctly, yeah.
No, it's a big
Alright. So So what are we doing here? We're estimating first, then multiplying, using whatever method you're most comfortable with. So we're multiplying with a decimal. So 0.621 times 0.543. How do you estimate?
Estimate.
Like, how do you know how many numbers are going to be in your answer?
Because you do that and you plus it.
So you always work it out? I'm going to tell you something. When you estimate, you can see that this number right here has 3 places, 6.621. 0.543 also has 3 places. So in your answer, 3 places plus 3 places, your answer is going to have 6 places after the decimal. So that's how you estimate. That's what they're talking about when they're asking you to estimate. Is they're trying to ask you to estimate how many places are you going to end up with after the decimal, so you can kind of self-check your work. All right, so keep working it out. Keep working it out. Sorry if I distracted you. All right, what's another way we can estimate? Good job getting the answer. But another way we can estimate is when you look at this decimal, 0.621, how do you know how to round up, right? If it's 0.621, we can round up to what?
0.62.
Or even farther? Just to the 10th place. To the nearest 10th place. How would you round up to the nearest 10th place?
0.100.
0.6. It'd be 0.6 because this is a 2, so it's not high enough to change that. 0.6. Same with this one. What would this be? Nearest 10th. 0.5. All right? So you could also estimate by just saying what's 0.6 times 0.5. So what's 6 times 5?
Is 30.
30. So 0.30. So that kind of gives you a ballpark of where you should be for this answer. All right? So that's just helpful so you know you're not completely missing the mark. So the next problem we do, I want you to show me how you estimate first and then work the problem out, okay? And step me through it when you do it.
This one's different.
Okay, just a little bit different. So we're going to round to the highest place that we can. Okay?
3 point.
All right, so 3. Yes, 3. And then this one right here. So 2.728 rounded up is 3.
3 point.
So to the nearest unit, all right?
And then that's 2.
All right, so what's 3 times 2?
3 times 2 is 6.
All right, so our answer should be around 6. Our estimated answer is 6. How many places do we have in this number?
4.
How many places do we have after the decimal?
3.
3. All right, how many places do we have after the decimal in this number?
2.
Okay, so
We should have 5 places.
we should have about 5 numbers after the decimal. We should have 5 numbers after the decimal. All right, go ahead and work it out.